When I joined your community, that's when I said, okay, stop disappointing yourself. Put it out anyway. You tell us, get the YouTube thing going. In like 28 days, it went from like the 10K, then 12K, and then I looked and it was like 16K. Now it's like 28K on that video. And I got the monetization. Let me tell you, I thought that was going to take a year. I didn't think that this was possible.
Incredible.
One thing I did do from Arlan's All Access is
this is how I've gone from 4,000 subscribers to more than 90,000 subscribers in just a few months. But I would say look at what they're saying in their comments and just let's get right into it. Tell me one or two things that you're celebrating when it comes to Arlan's All Access and what you've done.
I am celebrating moving the obstacles, the personal, self-inflicted obstacles out of the way, and kind of like keeping a promise to myself. You know, you say you're going to do things, and I pride myself on taking action and doing things. But this one thing, getting in front of a camera, I got to tell you, has been such a big challenge that it's the thing that I wasn't feeling good about because I knew, I kept telling myself, yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And I'm never satisfied with the outcome. And so nothing gets released. And so when I joined your community, that's when I said, okay, stop disappointing yourself, Arnitha. Put it out anyway. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put things out anyway. And mind you, I'm not home. I'm traveling now. So I started putting out videos because, you tell us, get the YouTube thing going. So I said, all righty, I'm going to do it no matter how it turns out. I'm going to put something out no matter how it turns out. And every time I would put something out, I would see like, oh, I sound terrible. Oh, it looks terrible, and this, that, and the other. So I ordered a new mic. I ordered a new green screen, but I just kept recording. And I think because I shared in the community, and like 28 days, it went from like the 10K on the views, then 12K, and then I looked and it was like 16K. And then I'm like, I think now it's like 28K on that video. And here's the kicker, Arlan. Here's the thing. That's great. And I got the monetization. Ha! Let me tell you, I thought that was going to take a year.
How long did it take?
28 days.
Incredible. YouTube monetization in 28 days.
28 days. If I count the time from that video, it's less than 28 days. But I say 28 days. Yeah.
Off of that one video?
Off of one video. Can you believe that?
I can. I can. But it's so amazing. So you did, how many videos did you post before that video took off?
Probably 4.
Now, that doesn't happen to everybody, but that is what can happen on YouTube.
I had 42 subs at the beginning of the month. And yeah, I did like 4 videos before that one. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't think that, because you know what? I hadn't even looked into thoroughly what the requirements were for monetization. I had a general idea. And then some of the videos that are out there that tell you what you need to do to get monetized. I remember specifically this one video was like, you need to post a video every day and you need to do this and you need to do that. So I didn't think that this was possible. I really, really didn't.
What did you learn inside of Arlan's All Access that helped you get to this point?
To be authentic. One thing I did do from Arlan's All Access is I kind of threw away my script a bit. So I go into a video having what I want to talk about, having sort of like bullet points that I want to make sure I hit. But prior to being in your community, I was trying to be heavily scripted. I got the teleprompter apps and I'm trying to sit there and sound natural and read and do this video. And you made me throw that away. And not only in what you were saying, I got to tell you, my inspiration probably came the most from watching you. Seeing you in action and seeing like how often you can put videos out and that they don't have to be colossal concepts at a time. It doesn't have to be, it can be a bite size of information and you put that out and that's enough because generally that's pretty much what people can handle at a time anyway. And so it was watching honestly, and I kind of challenged myself with you. I didn't meet the challenge. I will tell you that. I didn't meet the challenge, but I started kind of challenging myself with you in that I was like, if I get an email saying Arlan has a video out, that's like my cue. I need to go do a video.
Hey, yeah, I put a lot out.
So
But
I
you,
didn't keep
you
up
had me
with
like
you.
as the pacer, like when people are learning how to run in
Yeah.
races, they'll have a pacer next to them to help them know. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. I
So
like
I'm
that.
like, I'm like, I haven't gotten there yet.
So when you talk about monetization, now you can go into your YouTube studio and you can check to see on a daily basis the money that you're making. And when I first started monetizing, I was making $3 a day, $5 a day, $11 a day. And I have to tell you, I was so excited about it because
Yeah.
it's just posting on YouTube. And sometimes it's paying you not to post because it's just taking from the views people are
Yeah.
doing when you're not posting. So what's that
Yeah.
been like for you?
So when I saw that someone had actually sent in, I don't even know what it was, the form of a thank you or something, and it was just a small amount, but I was just like, holy shit. I was like, what? I
It's
was
cool,
like,
right?
what? Like,
Because you're providing
what?
value for them. Now, briefly tell me before we continue that, what are your videos about?
So my whole thing is location independence and having an international life. That is me through and through. I talk about, an avenue to get there through having an online business, but ultimately is having this global lifestyle, and how do you get from sitting inside the US, knowing there's a big world out there? There's a big world. You don't have to stay in a box. You don't have to just stay with what you know. If there's something more that you want, then look around the world until you find it, and go out there and live your best life, no matter where that is. Don't be afraid to go wherever your life's journey is going to take you. That is my entire being.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Great, great. Okay. So on monetization, are you checking that every day? Or do you have a plan about posting more, or how are you thinking about that?
So I'm thinking that I'm definitely amazed at the analytics, at the transparency that YouTube has in giving you the data of your audience. So I've been completely shocked at the audience. I actually picked up a whole new target audience on YouTube that I did not have on IG or the other platforms. So I'm trying to learn how to use that data, and I have a lot of engagement. I get a lot of substantive comments. And so I want to use that to help guide video topics so that I'm really connecting with the community and what they're responding to and asking. And my goal is to get to the point where I can put out a lot more. I'm not putting out enough, and I don't think, at least the excuse of me traveling, because I'm with family right now in Pennsylvania. I don't want anything to be an excuse. Like, I just got to get to the point where I can sit down and get a video out quicker. But I'm trying to understand all the data that YouTube is giving me. It's a lot. When you look at the analytics, it's a
Yeah.
lot.
And I'm still learning every day about different things that I can look at on the analytics. It's just so powerful. I've been
It
studying
is.
them every single day. I study them. And this is
Yeah.
how I've gone from 4,000 subscribers to more than 90,000 subscribers in just a few months. And it's those analytics that I study every single day. So that's going to be
Yeah.
something that's more and more important to you. But I would say look at what they're saying in their comments for sure. What are they saying to you? Make videos. If anybody asks you a question, take 2 or 3 of those questions and make it into a video and just
Mhm.
expand on it and just
Mhm.
keep those titles and those thumbnails similar to the one that did really well is, and like just keep talking to that audience, and then you
Mhm.
combine that with the other ways, getting people on calls or doing a free membership or the other ways that we learn in Arlen's All Access. And there's success on the horizon there. So to close it out, what's been the most fulfilling part of this for you?
Being able to see progress, because you know how in your heart something is possible. You know it because everything points to it being possible. We have the tools in this day and time to create what we want. That's not debatable, right? First of all, I got to tell you, what's different about your group, because I don't do Facebook groups anymore. So me coming into your group was like another, I said, let me take a chance with this one. Let me take a chance with this one because she's not using all the fluff. She's keeping it, 100 and talking directly. And so it's being in a smaller, more tight-knit community where you can go in and out of the community without feeling so overwhelmed and not having so much noise, and then implementing something that you're taking from the community and seeing a result. That's key. That's key.
I love that. We strive for that every single day inside of Arlan's All Access. It's just, that's how you're going to get results. And then the more results members have, the more they will talk about it and bring you back more members. And so it's in everybody's best interest for this to be real, for this to work. And for as long as you put in that effort, because you put in that effort, as long as you put in that effort, something great can happen for you. If someone is on the fence about joining Arlan's All Access, what do you have to say to them?
I say this a lot. Life is too short for you to spend so much time questioning if. Take action, because the only time something is going to happen for you is if you take a step towards it first. Once you step towards what you want to go to, then the universe responds. So join, join and get active, do the steps, because you'll get the results. You'll get the results. Don't stay in that quandary of should I? Just do it. And honestly, you've made it accessible. So there's no roadblocks except the roadblocks we put there.
Thank you so much. It's been super helpful.
Thank you.